were threads among the gold.
Audrey, what do you mean Elvis's mother was watching the show? There's no Mrs. Inkpen here, I'm certain.
Nothing to say she couldn't have remarried, is there? All I know is the woman I used to know as Eileen Inkpen was sitting there with the rest of us, a big smile on her face, bless her.
Matron, how many Eileens do we have here?
Just the one, as far as I know. Eileen Futtle. Can you bring her record up on the computer, Johnny?
Just a sec. Yes, here she is. Hang on, scroll down. Well, I'll be. Here it is. Previously known as Eileen Inkpen. Well done, Audrey.
But I've seen Eileen's son. He turns up every week, regular as clockwork. I'd never have pegged him as Elvis, not in a million years.
Short chap, bald and if I'm honest a bit mean looking.
That's him. Gracious. That was a good costume. He must even have lifts in his shoes.
You say he comes in every week to see his mum? What day does that usually happen?
Well, it's always been on... Oh, it's today. Always at 6:30.
It's 15:15 now. If he's the culprit, would he be so bold as to return to the scene of the crime? I've certainly come across cockier villains in my time. Look, why don't we have a quick word with Eileen? See how the land lies with him.
It's not a bad idea, but I think I should like to come with you.
And me. It's my head on the block after all.
I'd like to hear what she has to say myself. She'll be in her room now. I'll show you the way.
Well, who am I to object? I'm just a resident after all. Lead on, Macduff.
Sorry, ladies. I did my best, but I'm none the wiser about what's going on. Nobody else dropped in with a bit of gossip, I suppose?
No, Fred, but thank you for trying. I'm sure somebody will explain things soon enough.
It can't be soon enough for me. It's absolutely disgraceful letting us all worry ourselves sick like this. I intend to complain.
Go on, Molly. You're the picture of health and strength.
That's odd. What is? There was a knock at Eileen's door. Her son isn't usually as early as this.
By golly, your ears are sharper than mine. I'll take a quick look. Hey, Doreen, I think we're onto something. There's a bunch of them gone in there, and the one closing the door was Johnny.
I wonder if Eileen has made an official complaint about Johnny. I was going to do the same. No wonder Ian had to come in. That's something a matron couldn't deal with on her own. Perhaps I should go next door and give Eileen my support.
Perhaps you should stay right here and mind your own business. Supposing it's something entirely different, they know damn well you were just being nosy.
I regard that as a most offensive accusation.
Please, Molly. I wouldn't put it the way Fred did, but I really don't want any upset. I've had enough for one day. I've been looking forward to going downstairs for cocoa, and I don't think I could stand any more stress.
Very well, my dear. I agree that in these circumstances, discretion is the better part of valour, though I must say it goes against the grain.
That's what I call common sense. Let's all see the end of this programme now.
Come in. Hello, Eileen. I've just brought some people to see you. This is Ian. He owns the home. Johnny, you know, and this is...
Audrey Marple. I thought I saw you earlier, but with all the fuss I didn't get a chance to say anything.
Hello, Eileen. It's nice to see you again. I see you've changed your name. Did you get married again?
Oh, no, I'm too old for that nonsense. I just decided to change it back to my maiden name. I never liked Inkpen. Such a silly name, really.
Not at all like Futtle, then.
I know, but it's my name, not my idiot of an ex-husband, so that makes it better by default.
So tell me, Eileen, how's that son of yours these days?
Dwight! Oh, he's much better than he was. I know I used to bend your ear about what a bad lad he was, but these days he's much nicer to me. He keeps me in this nice place and he visits me regular. He even gives me spending money like I did to him when he was a lad.
Did you enjoy his show this afternoon? He was a very good Elvis, wasn't he?
What?
Didn't you realise? Your son is a top-notch Elvis impersonator. Even his own mother didn't know him.
I can't believe that.
I'm afraid that it was him, Mrs. Futtle. I should know. I booked him myself.
Goodness, I wonder why he's never said anything. Perhaps it's a surprise. He does like to surprise me, you know. He'll be here soon with a kiss on the cheek for his old mum and another little package.
A little package. What's that then, Eileen?
Oh, I wasn't supposed to tell anyone, was I?
Come on, Eileen. It's only me. What packages does Dwight give you? Where are they?
I don't suppose it doesn't matter really. It's just envelopes. I keep them in the bedside cabinet, see?
They're jiffy bags. What's in them, Eileen?
Well, he told me not to peek, but I did. You know how you do. It's just money. I expect he doesn't trust banks. I know, I never have.
And he brings you one every week?
Most of the time. He's a good boy now. Like I said, I'm so glad he's doing well.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Mrs. Futtle. I think we'll leave you to get ready for your son's visit. Come on, chaps, let's go. Right, he'll be here any minute. This is what we're going to do.
Hello, Mum, how's it going?
Hello, dear. I'm okay. Nothing to report as usual.
They're looking after you proper.
They're wonderful, Dwight. You don't need to worry.
Oh, don't stop me doing it though, do it. Here, put this through the rest, would you?
One moment, Mr. Inkpen. I think I'd like to see that first, if you don't mind.
What? Oh, I don't have to give you nothing.
Come on now, Mr. Presley. I think you should let Ian take a look.
Oh, no chance, mate.
Dwight, you give them that package right now.
All right, Mum. Ain't no matter anyway. It's my money in there, and you can't say otherwise.
Johnny, this looks to be about the amount we lost, wouldn't you say?
It certainly does. And in the same paper holder as well.
Oh, don't mean nothing. Loads of bank wraps their money in paper like that.
Agreed, but banks don't tend to put an American dollar bill in the middle of them, do they? I do. Something I picked up years ago. I believe quite a few money men do it. In case of theft. And look, there's a dollar bill in the middle of this bundle. What have you got to say to that?
Don't mean it yours. You said you weren't the only one to do it.
Fair enough, but the fact that it has my signature on it narrows it right down. And before you argue, we've seen all the other packets of cash your mother keeps for you. You've been caught red-handed, son. Just admit it.
All right, you've got me fair and square. Them old ducks in the homes never miss a bit of jewellery. They always think they mislaid it or lent it out. Or they just never notice. I sells it on, make a nice profit.
How could you, Dwight? I thought you were over all that nonsense these days.
I just wanted to look after your mother, that's all.
What about all the packages I've gotten then?
Well, I wanted to look after myself and all, didn't I?
Well, I can't say I'm not disappointed, dear. Mind you made a lovely Elvis.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Come on then, Mr. Presley. I think that once the police track your movements, the only song you'll be singing is Jailhouse Rock. Come on, people, it's time Elvis left the building.
Well, I'm not sure if the milk's
Here you are, Edith. Help yourself to biscuits.
Thank you, my dear. I must say, a nice cup of cocoa always helps me sleep well. Plus a clear conscience, of course, unlike some people I could mention.
Don't think I don't know who you're getting at. I'd say that was quite uncalled for.
Was it? But if the cat fits, wear it, is what I always say. Excuse me, won't you?
Doreen, glad you made it. Come and sit in the armchair here. Julie, can you serve Doreen over here?
Of course I can. Right over.
Hello, Tracy. Got anything extra for me?
Sorry, Fred, just cocoa and biscuits. This isn't a massage parlour. Remember what I told you this morning? If you want a good night kiss, ask a resident.
I know, but you wouldn't tell me which one.
That's your problem. Now, I've got to get on.
Oh, hello, Jack. I'm glad I caught you. I was wondering if you had any idea why Ian came rushing in this afternoon. It's all very mysterious and worrying.
Funny you should say that. I think I can shed some light on it. You see, when I was showing that Elvis chap out, he told me that...
Good evening, everybody. Could I please have your attention for a minute? Thank you. I expect some of you already know this young man next to me.
Oh, yeah.
What you don't know is that he gave you all a fine piece of entertainment this afternoon.
What? Him?
Yes, this is none other than Elvis himself. You look surprised, but even his mother Eileen had no idea about his double life. Did she, Dwight?
No.
Indeed not. Now, Dwight is not only a master of disguises and an accomplished performer, but a very benevolently inclined young man, as his mother would attest. And we have just been having a little meeting at which it has been agreed that Dwight is going to waive his fee for today's show and it'll be donated to charity. Isn't that right, Dwight?
Yes.
Okay, we are just popping into the office to finalise the arrangements, so do carry on enjoying your refreshments. Thank you so much for your help, Audrey. I think you deserve more than a cup of cocoa.
Only too pleased to help, Ian. Save the champagne for another time.
This way, Audrey. My own special brew. I ground the beans myself.
Thank you, Denis. Just like I used to trample the grapes in our cellar. Ah, delicious. Ghanaian fair trade. You can always tell. Now, what sort of a social setup do you have here?
I'll show you round. Would you like to help, Edith?
I certainly would. I'm all for a bit of social life.
You know, I don't think I've ever been so surprised in my life. What must Eileen have thought? Now, Jack, what were you going to tell me just before Ian came in?
I don't think it matters, really.
You seem to have it on the tip of your tongue. You're not going to disappoint me, are you?
No, of course not. But it's probably best to let sleeping dogs lie, if you see what I mean.
As a matter of fact, I don't. This is most unsatisfactory. Hey, what's this? A CD player? Can you work it, Denis?
No, but I know a girl who can. Tracy, come on, get this thing going, can you?
You want some music, Audrey? No problem. Have a look through the collection while I set up.
Thank you, love. Oh, here's one of my favourites. Track 4, Tracy.
Coming up.
What is it?
Wait and see. You'll recognise it. There. What did I tell you? Shall we demonstrate a foxtrot, Edith?
Lead me to the floor. Will you lead?
Growing older.
Doreen, this could be your last chance. Elva is tripping the night fantastic. I promise I won't drop you.
I'd love to, but I'm not sure.
Oh, come on, it's nice and slow. I reckon I can manage this.
All right. Help me up, will you?
Oh, I get used to this. Hey, Tracy, I took your advice.
So I see. About time too. Look at that then. Remember what I was telling you about earlier?
About brass and embers? Yeah, amazing, isn't it? What was all that?
Nothing. Just keep on dancing.
Yes, my darling, you will be always young and fair.